Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're going to be checking out the Kizer Contrail. Had a few requests to review this one, so we're going to check it out. Now, guys, I see this as just a little bulldog of a knife. It is a smaller knife, definitely. Great, to me, a great little fifth pocket knife. But holy cow, what it maybe lacks in size, man, this little knife makes up in attitude for me, without a doubt. We'll zoom out and we'll take a look. Now, we're going to start out there. Now, it is in G10, so it was released as part of their Vanguard line. And we'll talk a little bit more about this because there's a little bit of changes from the Contrail to some of the past Vanguard knives that I've reviewed. Now, like I said, black G10 on this one. It's also available in like an OD green and, well, basically kind of that color, kind of that steely grayish blue color. You got a G10 backspacer, as you can see. Single screw pocket clip. And you can tell on that G10 has got some grip to it. I mean, you have the obvious milling there, but that texturing, man, that's some good stuff. And there again, you got a little pop of color around the pivot ring, that kind of steely blue as well. Stainless steel liners. As I said, a single screw pocket clip. Now that pocket clip does kind of sit on, right on, kind of a little bit on the corner of that texturing there. It wasn't too bad in and out of pocket for sure. Lanyard hole. No lefty love on this one. Sorry, my lefty friends. It is right hand tip of carry only. Check our centering out. Centering is pretty darn good. Dual thumb stud deployment. Now this one is riding on Teflon washers. Flips right out there. Now it's not drop shutty by any means, but on the flip, yeah, she snaps right out there pretty good. A little boost. Now, I mean, as you can see, guys, I mean, check it out. Not a very big knife. Not a very big knife at all. But to me, this is where the Bulldog comes in. I mean, you have got just this short little sheep's foot blade, but dude, look at the belly on that thing. Holy cow. Justin Lundquist design. There you go, Contrail right there. Now, what I was going to say, a little bit of difference from some of the Vanguard knives I've had in the past. The Vanguard line is obviously Kizer's budget line. But this one is in 154 cm, where a lot, pretty much most of the Vanguard knives I've ever seen was VG10 steel. Now, I'm a big fan of VG10, but 154 cm, you know, for all intents and purposes, that's a pretty good upgrade in blade steel for not a lot of upgrade in price, which, you know, that's pretty good. Now, not to mention, I'm going to put this down for just a second, guys. If you remember some of the old Vanguard packaging, it actually had, well, it was kind of a black box, but then it had the clear plastic in it, so you'd actually see the knife. But this is a little bit more online with their more premium packaging. There you go. There's some info for you if you'd like it. But so a little bit of changes here. So very, very interesting. But back to that blade, man. It is, God, that's a wicked little blade. Got that nice little swedge across the top. You got some jimping there. Jimping is okay. Maybe a little bit more aggressive than it really needs to be. The choil, not bad. Not too bad. There you go. I'm trying to give you a look at the grind. Nice satin finish on it. But the whole reason why I call this a Bulldog is, I mean, I can get about a 3, I'll give it a 3.5 finger grip. But maybe not so much. I mean, you really can. In this grip, you can get your thumb out there on that blade. You can get some wicked leverage on it and just do some pretty gnarly push cuts. But here you go. Get that index finger out there. Man, this little guy is a draw cutting dream. Not, I'll tell you, using this stuff, oh man, just get on top of it. Dude, that was nothing. This is some pretty stout stuff. This is Choctaw Emergency Fire Tender. It's wax impregnated jute rope. If you haven't seen my review of that, there is a review on it, by the way. But dude, it went through that pretty darn slick. I mean, just wicked. Just get on top of it and get some leverage on that thing. And man, it's going through some stuff. Oh, cool. I love this little knife. If you can't tell, I'm super stoked about this little guy. Let's do some stats here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, 5 1/4. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/4 inches fully open. Yes, it is definitely a small knife. Handle length, I mean, you're looking at just over 3 inches. Which, your blade, I think official, what did the box say? 2.1 on the blade? Not even 2.1, 2.07, which, yeah. I'd probably give it 2 1/4, just for good measure. Grip length, yeah, there's just not a lot of grip length. I mean, natural from point to point, you're looking at maybe 2.5. Stretch it all the way out, you pretty much got 3. And I mean, obviously, I am using, I'm using it all. My 3 3/4 inch hand. A knife that my hand actually makes look small. That doesn't happen very often. So, let's do some size comparisons. We're going to do our standard size comparisons. There's our bug out. So obviously, bug out, much longer knife. We'll get the old PM2 out here. Snuggle up against that. I mean, there you go. If the bug out makes it look small, the PM2 is definitely gonna make it look small. But a couple of knives in my collection that are a little bit more on par with it. How about the Tough Light from Cold Steel? Tough Light's still a little bit bigger. I mean, you're talking, yeah, probably 3/4 of an inch to almost an inch longer yet for the Tough Light. Another fun little knife. Again, that's another one of those little Bulldog knives that you can just, oh man, again, draw cut, yeah. Goodness gracious. And then one that, man, I really enjoyed. These little guys, at one point they were giving them free when you, what was it, Tac Pack, I think it was. They were giving away when you joined Tac Pack. I did get Tac Pack for a couple of months. Wasn't the box for me. And then, for the longest time, you could get them on Bass Pro Shops for like $8.88. And I was just loving this knife. Just a wicked blade length. And there you go. Even the 511 Worn for Duty kind of makes it look small. Holy cow. But man, fun little knife to use. Let's get our scale out and we'll get a weight on it. I don't know why, but it just, that little knife makes me so happy. It really does. All right, we're going to start out in grams. So, 87 grams or 3.1 ounces. So it's a little bit, you know, our ounce per inch of blade. It's a little heavy for that, but I mean, it's not a heavy knife at all at 3.1 ounces. Oh, carry. Let's see here. Let's check out our carry. Got our cardinals here. Oh yeah, we like our cardinals. So not overly deep carry, but not too bad. We're coming in just under, you know, that kind of standard 1/2 inch that we see on a lot of pocket clips. So not too bad. Plus the handle kind of tapers, so not bad. Now coming out, it's not bad. Now, because it sits right on that, kind of a little bit on the texturing and a little bit on that milling line. So it's really, really not bad in and out of pocket. Good little ramp. Now, that did concern me a little bit, but the size of the knife, I mean, it hits me just right that I don't really even notice the pocket clip. So the pocket clip is not an issue. Overall, what do I like and what do I don't like? Well, like I already said, guys, this little knife makes me so happy to use. I don't know why. I think it's just the overall look, shape. It's just, I call it a little bulldog of a knife because it's compact, it's stout, it's a lot of fun to use, man. You can just grind away at stuff. My goodness. Such a fun little knife to use. Everything's chamfered really well. You know, there was one Vanguard knife from Kizer that I had some issues with. We won't even talk about that one for now. If you want to go back and look at some of the old Vanguard reviews, you can if you'd like. But, you know, they kind of stepped up from VG10 to 154 CM. So I still like my VG10, guys. I'm really still a VG10 guy. It's one of my favorite steels. But 154 CM, not bad. Not bad at all. Now this little guy comes in at right about 60 bucks. So for what you're getting material-wise and the fun that I had using this knife, well worth it to me. Without a question. I mean, you have to make that decision up for yourself. And I know the guys with the larger hands, I know it's a much smaller knife, but I'm telling you, it's just, I mean, it's small for me. It really is, but man, is it such a fun knife to use. Really, really digging the Contrail. And for those of you that suggested this one for review, thank you. Thank you very much. Don't know if I would have, honestly, but I'm really, really glad I did. Now, this was a knife that came to me via my affiliation with smkw.com. So you know what? I can't keep it. It's going to get given away. Sometime, someplace, it's going to get given away on the channel. Now, Blue really liked this guy. He definitely gave it his solid 8.5. And you know what? For as much fun as I had using this knife, I like it. Good rating. If it was a little bigger, it might even have a better rating. I don't know. Blue's like that sometimes. But he's small. He likes the smaller knives anyway. But such a fun little knife to use, guys. I know I've said that probably at least a dozen times now, and I've said it because it's true. But as I said, it's going to be given away some point on the channel. You know I like to do those sneaky little giveaways, so I don't know for sure, but doesn't hurt to leave a comment on this video, guys. You might actually win a Contrail from it. You never know. Thanks a lot, guys, for, again, thank you for those that suggested the Contrail for review. Thank you. And thank all of you that are watching me tell you how much fun I had using it. Because I really did. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.